Hi. Let's see how much this game is going to lag. I'm hiding the settings. I don't know if this place here is good, but we will see. So, I was going for like, should I get this game? Because I just bought it. I was thinking, should I get this or like Subnautica? I was like, this may be fun. Funnier. So, yeah. Let's see how much it's gonna lag. I'm covering a lot of things up here. It says Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Feels Pumpkin Man. Then it's Boston 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He's a now private detective. Pierce must find the case quickly or the risk of losing his license. Then we make it darker. Oh, no. You can do that. Enter madness. Is the sound okay? Yeah, it is. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is callousness can remain sane in his end. H.P. Lovecraft. I know that guy. I have spaghetti bolognese on me. A tuna fish. Oh, the game already saved? We're winning this. Try to move around to see. I think it sounds like it's a bit too loud, actually. We can lower that a bit. Voices should be high. Let's see how this works. Is that music too loud? Oh. Oh, he has like... He's like... It looks like he actually crouches down. The movement's really nice because it's not like he instant stops. He has like a little cool, I don't know, like a little break. Hello. Anyway, let's find Cthulhu. So I had know nothing about this game. Direct. Come on, open. Skyrim? Oh jeez. But according to the controls, there are enemies in this game. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh, they mean like that. So you haven't answered. Is the sound okay? Good. I can't.
My wake pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
I feel that light will hurt them. I don't think that is God. Or I think it's more like a Cthulhu one, an Elder God.
What a putrid offering.
Begone, evil! Get cleansed in the light! And we don't have any frame drops, and this is on high.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Why should I run?
Everything has already been written.
It's a bit too loud, I see.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh, it's Dukov. It's too loud.
I hate whiskey.
Map, new place discovered. Pierce Investigation Agency. Just a bit lower. Console. Apply. Journal. Holy shit. Pierce. What? I have skills? What? They call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing towards mechanics. Or of using violence. Physical or verbal. I can discuss people using verbal abuse? Huh. Investigation represents your investigation talent. Improving these skills increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Psychology. Improving the skill increases your chance of understanding the motivation of a person based on his or her behavior. Spot hidden. Find hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Oh, so spot hidden is a rather good one. Eloquence. Improving the skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Oh. Okay, sanity. Nightmares. Oh, that's so much. I am unstable. Dark water. Oh no, dark water is here. My private agency. In the inventory we have a lighter. My old lighter, engraved in memory of the 17th century. Okay. How do I quit?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. The lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
I think he's talking a bit too loud. There we go. Apply. How is it now?
I used to be an avid reader.
He's so loud when he speaks.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
We got the case.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
We got the case. Where the there it is. Whew.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Oh, there's the telephone.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Don't drink. We are no alcoholic, I think. And we have a Rorisan. Oh. Roris. Samarbeta. Finna katten. I wonder why they haven't given Stukov a Cthulhu.
It's been a while since I jotted down something other
Thingy.
than my nightmares.
But the doctor can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creatures are calling me? Knowledge. As many survivors' wife left him, kept calling me for weeks. Case solved. Case closed. Okay. Sleeping pills. Okay. Mushy mushy.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your files. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. Do we get hidden spot? We have rank 3 on that now. Um, we can go to rank 4 on it. Chance of convincing, manipulating, understanding a person. Should we go with more strength? Or spot hero? 70%. Validate. Do you really want to validate it? No. Is there anything? Okay, we can go with that.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Detective
And
Edward
on
Pierce.
a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
We have a face.
I'm coming.
He looks goofy when he speaks. That's Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Huh. I know someone who opens a door like
Sir,
that also.
I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully.
Why did
at
it
this
go
painting.
to first person there?
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me.
My mouth is so
Tell me
weird.
if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
You know, book the case. You can't take this. Open it. Press J. Ah! Kato cut up my leg while she was trying to sit down. It itches. Ow! Again? You little poo. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just as after the artist died. What? He is convinced that she is the sender. She brought me the painting so I could examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in the fire along the entire family. So, examine painting and the file. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Right. Clues. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks it is linked to the death of his daughter. Initially a visionary artist for some, overpriced impossible for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are a testament to her visions of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimension. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Yeah, boy.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
It has a back. A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but it can make up part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report says that fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life that will, with the only sign, Simon.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Oh. Unlocked answer.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that.
I am looking to the side.
Fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
She had
I
a
never
soul
knew
and
what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
oh, they become green when I have taken them. Okay.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Isn't Darkwater the name of the fish village?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with...
And you think your daughter...
That is what... Go to...
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
You wanna fight?
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Darkwater? I hardly knew her. There's so much. Okay, we have Stephen Webster, businessman. Charles Hawkins, the ship owner. Sarah Hawkins, the painter. Schoolboy Seaman Hawkins. Oh, it says if they're alive or not. Oh, so if they're grey, they're dead. Oh. There's so much text I don't carefully read it. What? Oh. File on Sarah. Report price. Okay. We need to find information.
Natural sciences, linguistics,
This-
archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century. It's still rich with many memories left by the lost tribes. But don't let the romanticization of this moving evidence of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of a long abandoned caves. Was it a sea? Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land, of the land of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Bridgemouth? I just need to have a look at something. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, no. Okay, let's go to Darkwater. The Sarah Hawkins case. Achievement. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and an address of warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point of Pierce's investigations. Look at us, we're starting to become investigator. We are like Sherlock Holmes, but good. Mwah. It's cold. Ah, enter madness. Innsmouth, it's the name of this fish village. Innsmouth. Am I blind?
I'm gonna light my cigarette. He's holding it wrong.
We're almost there.
Fitzroy. I don't trust him. Call of Cthulhu. So this game is actually half long. Skulla. That's a sea monster. So this will take at least like 2 streams to finish. Which means I have to play a lot of games on Saturday. I have a long stream on Saturday.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
I'm polluting the ocean.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story. We would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
She was batshit crazy.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
The surprise at the bar is a gunshot to the leg. Okay, Pierce. What? We have 1 point. We can do eloquence. Places, Darkwater, Island of Darkwater and Darkwater Port. Knowledge. Atlas of Atlantic Islands. Oh yeah. So much. Hey. It's suspicious. Wanna fight? What the? Have you seen this light?
Can't do that.
I can do what I want.
Only a fish. A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough.
This fisherman is amazed by my light.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Ooh.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You see this? I burned down the whole village.
Back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I just got here.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
I will
It's a
burn
sign.
you.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
This reminds me of Innsmouth. Go to the bars, the secondary. Okay.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hello, you wanker. Need a light? Need a light? Need a light? You need a light? So far I like this game. And nothing has even really happened. Classy. The harsh blowholes.
Hey, be careful.
I am a bit of a douche.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing.
It wasn't
You
me.
don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I have a gun.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
She. Oh, there's so much.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Those guys singing in the background.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I trust it more.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Now I remember why I think Dark Water sounds so familiar. There's a fucking cartoon named Pirates of Darkwater.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Ooh.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Let's go there at night.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Give it to me.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little...
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Drinking it...
what can you tell me?
We all... And
I've got
any...
it. That'll be all for now.
You snitch.
You like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
They ate Cthulhu.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
He broke his
So
neck.
long.
Huh. You're looking a bit suspicious here, mister.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Okay.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said
Rorisen, lugna dig. Don't mind me, keep talking.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Miraculous catch. The skiller returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We're giving up hope. The crew of the skiller, or what remains of it, return to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The Cathacian, that has already been called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging outside of the sick ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched on its quality and plentiful nutrition benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Dark to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for him. Oh. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the stranded whale. To celebrate the return of the brave whalers, all of the staff of the stranded whale invite you to an expedition and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to the taste of miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
She won't stop asking.
So we have another place. Stranded whale inhabitants. Roy Mitchell, you bastard. Where's the lady? You need a light. You need to learn how to aim.
At, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
I don't think people like me.
I told you to beat it.
Just beat it. I think I'm making all the wrong choices here. Give me a drink or I torch this place. Sanctuary.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
I think I'm going to pick this up later. Sanctuary.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You can't afford to provoke us. You no need to answer this message. Just make your payment to carrier. Just make your payment to the carrier.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Scylla. A toilet. It opens both ways. Huh. And he's like, Is he coming to talk to me or what? We are pro detective. Learning medicine volume 1. This second volume teaches ethics, practice. What? Medicine. I make those. But that was volume 2. Have I missed one? Threatening letter, we have inventory knowledge. The second one teaches ethics. So where's the first one? Barn, no, that's shells. I think those are called scallops. This is a window. Oh no, it's harpoonen.
What a macabre souvenir.
What is it? It's a leg! Oh.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
The leg! In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge ship. He has a wooden leg. I think I know what happened. I don't think it was a whale they caught. Like, no, not like a real, not like a whale, but like a occult whale, you can call it. And the people that lives here are also the ones that ate it, also making them super old. Is this a fake leg? Is this fake? Does it look fake?
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Huh.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of this document is blacked out. Who can want this information to be hidden? He teleported.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Ooh. No, we shouldn't lie.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Who is a cat?
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John
My
Fitzroy,
father!
captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths?
No.
Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
Yeah, mythology.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
But I already did.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I got one CP. Yeah. CP. We want more eloquence. Yeah. Katten, nej. Kapitan. Yes, British. Captain of the Caribbean. Oh. Photo of Captain Fitzroy. This one looks like Captain Fitzroy poster on his page. Here's a wooden leg. Manifest. Oh. Okay. What's going on? I bring fire. I bring fire.
You can't understand.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't
no way to
understand.
treat
You're
an
not
omen.
sailors. Oh yeah, it's a sign. He's gonna get us in trouble.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand.
A rat.
Oh yeah, it's a sign. He's gonna get us in trouble. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shyster.
It's Captain Haddock. Huh. So he's in Darkwater. From Tintin.
Damnation. Broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Oh. Me. So that's why I should have lock picking. Damn it. And I put all my points into hidden. Da, 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 da.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I should maybe not be so bad. I shouldn't have kicked that guy.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Sounds like good fellas.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Is this the one? There's a dude.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Beat it. Beat it. Don't want to be defeated.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
Oh.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Why did you zoom in on that one?
What's with you wandering around?
We saw it. Go die of...
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody
A bit
knows
of
us
both.
on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
So there's a different way in. Sanctuary.
He's gonna get us into
trouble.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Capitan! Let's see if we have something new we can ask him. Hey. Sanctuary.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
Oh.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Hey. Let's go through some shit, literally. Oh, they're from inside talking. To spot the hidden skills that detect hidden items in its close range. Once all this has been found. No, thank you. The lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Lift and handle a lot without risk.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
So it was good that I actually took this point.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Cogwheel.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
There.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Yahoo! Let's get dirty. Boom. No. Okay, it's supposed to happen. There's something.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
I want this one. Who in their right mind sees this and is like, nah, you know, my little lighter is better. Feels like a jump scare is going to happen here. Called it. Damn octopuses.
This is primitive.
It's Epic Game Store. So this is the way.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
We got an SP. And I want it for... Is this lock? This is lockpicks. We need more lockpicks. The submerged city. When investigating the Hawkins warehouse, Pierce entered a partly submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There, something took hold of him, his arm, and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught glimpses of human and animal bodies, as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it back to the surface to discover that rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had wrapped around his arm. Their vision, nevertheless, disturbing by clarity of... Oh, I think that I am going to get more and more insane, and thus seeing more and more stuff. Nice. I hope. This is reconstruction scene.
What happened here?
Okay.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I'm not done constructing.
It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Huh? We got another SP. Is it investigation? Picklocks. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact the presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted. Probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected by the artist's life, photograph and press cutting. But it's a discovery of partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, that allows all doubt to be lifted as the link between the contents of this house and the Hawkins case. Ooh, I like this game. So far, I have found this much more interesting than the Layers of Fear 2 game. Le Petit Parisien. Just let's go out of this room.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
Hi.
Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Beat him up. No. Team up.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
Don't you take me for a fool.
Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Speaking of under my nose.
Her again.
You smell like shit.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Why
Come
you
on,
little...
keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it.
I knew she was cat.
Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
I say. Yay, Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place throughout abandoned revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as partly charred painting. Interred of his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Enter madness. Oh, another cutscene. He is the one that got cut on the cheek. Oh. That's how they talk.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Huh, that doesn't look creepy at all to sleep in.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You manage to get something out of that bomb, I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. Day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have some other questions.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
He is an Innsmouth.
Doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Okay.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Okay. laid me down and slept, and awakened for the Lord sustain me. Okay. Wait for me.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
Poor kid.
I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
This... Oh, what it said, this thick cop. This hick cop. Hawkins Mansion Gardens.
The caretaker takes great... Poor kid.
I wonder why only Charles' thing here is trashed. Is Silas going to get me now? It is a kind of cool place, actually.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Imagine having your room in this part. Like this part of the building. So every time you need to like go to toilet or something, you have to go outside on a bridge thingy. Oh, that's a car. I'm like, what the hell is that light? We found the car. Oh, it was a leaf.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh shit.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
Throws it in the ocean.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
So it seems like, oh, you can see the port from here. That depending on what things you have found, you can get different answers and such things. Like if I hadn't looked at the tombstone on her, I wouldn't have couldn't given that answer, I think. Interesting. Silas Winchester, the caretaker. He puts flowers. And we have the key. Yep. Officer, he hit me.
Shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker is still faithful to his employers. Keeps a watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally got a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Enter madness.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Ooh, super mode.
What kind of meat is this?
Oh, there.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
We have another Kato with us. You're stuck. You're stuck on the tråd. Look at her. She wants to find Cthulhu also.
Show me where he is, human. Demand violence.
Look at that little nose. She is not amused. Look at that little... Stop turning so much. No. Where have you been? You smell really good. Wow. Mwah. Okay, let's continue to pretend to be a detective. We have 2 SPs. We want them in lockpicking. Yeah, we like lockpicking. We could do this and beat down people also. The Last Supper. Since the fire in the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The settings allow the places occupied by the family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected even in the private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the end table. At the head of the table, with wife and son on either side. Knocked over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could be confirmed that the theory of domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched on certain plates. The meat mysteriously preserved, since it has been subject of dispute between the Hawkins couples. So yeah, I don't think... Wait, is that an eye? And we have Ratatouille here also. We found the main suspect. Ratatouille. I don't think his name is Ratatouille. That's cool. When I run, the flame gets weaker. Oh. It's a nice little touch. And it makes shit tons of sense.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles. Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
There's something off with these lights.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge he wanted exotic ruins. Those are pyramids. in Egypt. There's nothing on the back.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
So now that we found this photo, I'm betting we can get another answer or question we can do.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Super mode activated.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
There's something.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
There's something hidden somewhere. There.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
It's Stukov.
Did someone escape the fire?
Those are little bigger fingers. How you do it? We found all the extras. And okay, go here and exit super mode. And we exit super mode.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
Boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I don't think we should say that the police sucks. He might get angry, but we can say it wasn't an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Ah. Wait, does it? I don't think that's a human hand.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Searching around if you're finding any more clues. How you doing?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
There is something here. Ah, a rat. History of the medicine in the 8th century. This collection of medical knowledge of and health practices actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines. Okay. Did we get better medicine? We spent a month making diagnosis, expressing your understanding of medical problems. Oh. And we have an SP. Photograph of Charles, the smashed oil lamp, Sarah's shoe, the broken clock, scene of the fire. Knowledge. So this is the book number 18. How many have I missed? Officer man.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
What would he do with a drunken sailor? What would he do with a drunken sailor? What would he do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
This door is blocked from the outside.
Hey, how upset is it? The echo when walking is really well made. Wait, there is something here. There. A crowbar. Fun.
A crowbar could prove useful.
The fuck was that? What was that sound? Oh my god! I thought it was like some notification, like what the hell? Oh. A crowbar found in a hogsman probably belongs to caretaker Silas.
This door is blocked from the outside.
God damn. Mr. Policeman.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Ah, there he is.
1818.
He has Ratatouille number 2 with him. I'm getting suspicious over here. Oh, that's interesting.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Moby's Dick. A cup of knowledge, especially for ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I can't hold my lighter out forever. That's kinda interesting to know. I think you're evil.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
The human body, a comparative analysis. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and vulgarization of its vocabulary makes it accessible to the profound. Hey, medicine. There's someone or something running around.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
It's Dracula. I don't want to be here. Personally, I wouldn't ever be able to be in a place like this.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Like living in this place? It's too much on ground level.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Oh?
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Anton. Hey, yo, 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 Why can I peek around corners? I thought that was a silhouette of a man. But it's the vase. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's really good so far.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the case of the Dr. Fowler. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, I think it should be reoccur. Believe me that, although it was feel like torture, it would oblige to involve the police. Respect for yours, Anton Vellard. It's like really, so far I think it's really well done. Or well made. He's teleported away.
Locked. The boys' room.
It's so freaking dark in there. Okay, now let's see it a little better.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Huh. Something says that we found one of the monsters, how it looks like.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
He saw the price of McDonald's. There's something hidden here. Clues. The letter of complaint. In the little boy's room, an abandoned book on the bed and toys scattered on the ground talk about an everyday life of a normal family. But the disturbing drawings in the sleeping pills raise suspicion that even Simon Hawkins may have been suffered from mental illness. Was the boy able to see things like her mother pretended to be? Knowledge. Moby's dick, the human body. I like that I'm just going around picking up books. Like, yeah, that's my book.
What was going through that boy's mind?
There it is.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire been the result of an argument? That's the food. Damn it, I want... So... I want to... It's behind him. I want to read it because it's said a lot of things here. That's a funky looking Leon. What's the trouble? Enter the bed. Go to sleep. That's a fancy ship. He even had a car? Mr. Policeman, why don't you follow me? You have better light.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Those smears goes up there. But there is something here. The key that opens... I hate that sound. A key that opens serve office can be considered. Is this the office? Right. Let's die.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Yeah, that's in-game sound.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on the Lost Island, your art has been attracting an increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of those most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who is the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
FS bought a lot of them.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate threw us together and forever it will find us.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Shit. Oh, that maybe is that the other way to get in. Because I have so much high find. That's why I was able to find the key. Maybe.
Bradley? Is that you?
That was a growling sound. And we are done investigating. No, there's Bradley. You have a gun on you. You don't.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did hear that. Would you follow me?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Okay. Time to either die or run.
What will her room reveal about her?
This is the other door.
Perfect.
Ta-da!
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Something. Don't take medicine
That's
with
a massive
alcohol.
dose. Was Sarah violent? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, the act of the presence of nervous system. Of the nervous system. Once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. So she was like super drugged. There. Sarah Hawkins' sketch looks more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent the haunts her night? Let's go up to the room. Okay, it was a cut. Say it's Silar. Silar. Winchester. Yes! We get better light now. There's something in there. That's me. Why am I there?
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'm going back up there. It feels like there is something in that room. Huh, the painting of me is gone. Ah, damn it, there wasn't anything. I can't jump down now? Ah,
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
dun dun dun.
Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must
Do
have
you really
brought them
think that
back
your
from one of
fugitive
his
came in
foreign
here?
trips.
I don't see any way out.
Seems like this came from a log.
Wait, this is from the Great Catch thingy. 24th May. Darkwater. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we beat the Orpheus this season. My God, be merciful. 30th May. I preferred it when the whales disappear without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamiltons that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants said the waters are red with blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only fear God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. We caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid my eyes on. It will go into memory of the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day was celebrated for years to come. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned to empty holds. With empty holds, the Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. Huh.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Okay, I need to find...
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
I need to find where I should...
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
I wonder too.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
There it is.
This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Charles, I understand your worries, but I assure you that Sarah is in good hands here at the Riverside Institute. It goes without saying that her state requires very specific care and high level of attention. Her full potential will only be able to express itself as she is placed in a secure environment and surrounded by qualified staff. The decision is yours, of course, but it seems to understand you are running out of time. Your friend Thomas Fowler. Okay, we found the secret message.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Somebody has that. You can only search all sea maps. They make a pioneer. Scylla, the protocol, the Orpheus, the Saint, no, something.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, oil refilled.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Okay, let's see.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
There. 33 and 53.
Looks like the navigational
53.
paths described in the log.
There. Okay, if we are there, then here.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh, I have 4 points. Then we should use this one and some psychology. Occult. Okay, clues.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Is it one of those?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. There must be a
This one
link
say
with the Seaway map.
3353. So it must be right there. Or is it?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
I'm on the wrong side. Wait, is that... Wait, is that... It must be like here, and then... Where is 50? Oh, there. Like here and... Here? No, wait.
Doesn't work.
There.
I must have missed something.
What am I missing?
Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess. He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
This is 00.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
This one is the only one that doesn't have a
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
1, 2. The Scylla.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
What am I missing?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
I just had to put it like straight into that thing. Ah.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Chapter 4. Tunnels under the Hawkins Mansion. Inside the Hawkins Mansion, the scene of fire revealed its secret. Pierce and Officer Bradley now had the trail of a survivor, had undertaken a search of the place looking for proof when a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workplace to steal a painting. Detective and police officers set off after him. By following him, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. Yeah. And on next stream on Saturday, on Halloween, I will play this game till finish, and I think there's like a lot of time left on it. But yeah, I really like it so far. It's really interesting, I think. Oh my god, that's Cthulhu on the picture there. Hey. But yeah, I hope it's saved, otherwise I have to redo it. But thanks everyone that was watching. I hope you see you here on Halloween also when we finish this game, and hope you enjoyed it so far when you're here and that. Yeah, bye. Bye, thanks for being here.
Bruh.